Today we're doing a honey blonde balayage on my new client. This was her first time getting color and it turned out so beautiful. Let's get mixing. Of course, after mixing my bleach, I always add an Olaplex as an insurance policy to act as a buffer so that her hair doesn't overprocess while it's lightening and to make sure that those curls are still curling. Now, for my clients who want to get color for the first time, I always try to gear them towards getting highlights because, especially if they're like scary about getting color, getting an overall color can be just like a little like shocking, a little jarring for the first time. I say it's like when you get makeup done and you've been like bare natural for a very long time. If you get like a full glam face, it's like you don't even recognize yourself anymore. So I always say get highlights. And also, balayage highlights are great because, especially for people who don't want to color their hair all the time and who are scared of bleach, I always say get balayage highlights because it's a little bit more graceful when it comes to the grow out. So it's not like that harsh line of demarcation. So that means that you can go longer in between retouch appointments. A lot of my clients who get balayage, I don't actually need to retouch their hair for another like 6 months, and a lot of them stretch it to even a year because it just looks so blended. All right, and these are the foils all in. You can see that everything that's in a foil is going to be highlighted and everything that's left out is going to be just her natural color to help it blend and give it dimension. After about 45 minutes of processing, we rinsed everything out and shampooed her out, and this is her raw lift color. This is how the hair naturally looks after you pull out the melanin in the hair. Now, a gloss is so important because it really brings the color all together and it doesn't leave it looking raw. You know, when you see people who go blonde and it's like macaroni and cheese, orange or yellow, that's because the hair is lifted so raw. So you want to go in with a gloss so that you can cool down those warm pieces, or in this case we're gonna warm up the blonde so we can refine it and get that honey look overall instead of it being so bright and yellow and brassy. Now, depending on the color of the gloss, it can either last you about 2 months before you need to get refreshed, but sometimes they last like a year, much longer. So it really depends on how your hair reacts to, one, lightening, and two, holding on to the color. After getting color, it's always recommended to get like a healthy trim, a healthy cut, just to take off any dead ends that may have not survived the coloring process, that were already dead or split anyways. A haircut is also great when it comes to curly hair for shaping the curls so that it can have a nice movement, nice shape, so that when it comes to styling later on, she doesn't have to do so much for it to look good because the cut is already like getting her there. All she has to do is define those curls, let it sit, and she's ready to rock. To style her wash and go today, I'm using my emergency miracle treatment, which is a leave-in conditioner. This is just gonna impart moisture and rehydrate her hair, as well as keep her hair protected and protect her color from fading as well. I'm then going in with my amplifying foam, and that's going to give me great curl definition and hold so that the wash and go can last her for about a week before her next wash day. I love to go for a foam rather than a gel when it comes to my wash and goes because gels are kind of heavy and they can produce a lot of product buildup. And especially for my client, how she has more finer hair, I don't want to go in with a heavy gel. So an amplifying foam or mousse is great because it's lightweight, it's airy, so it's going to allow me to have movement, but then also not weigh down the hair because it's so lightweight. If you haven't already, be sure to grab my free Curly Girl Planner. I created to help you get your regimen together and figure out which products and tools to use. Link in description. Don't forget to grab it. All right, y'all, and here is the final product. Look at these highlights and look at these like beautiful blonde curls. Also, look at the shape of this cut. This wash and go is popping. The curls, especially after being highlighted, they are curling, most importantly. Until then, catch you on the next. Bye.